Hello and good evening from Germany. This is Jonathan Quell-Higgins on Elite Horology. And finally, we are live. I must apologize for the delay. We had some StreamYard glitches that prevented live streams going online, going live. Tan warned me already. I didn't want to believe it, but I couldn't go online until now. But the good news is that I'm not alone. I'm joined by my good friend Jamie Opulence from Spain. You're muted.
Hello.
What are you munching?
How you doing? You all right?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm having the time of my life.
Is it better than Bangkok? You're
It's
missing
different.
you're missing the balloons. I can see it right in your face.
3, 2, 1, go.
Bueno. Para mí, ribeye.
Okay,
Sorry,
Jamie is
ribeye or
ordering the
T-bone?
dinner. I'm muting him. So yeah, we have a couple of topics prepared at the moment, or for tonight's show. Of course, everything is centered around what happens in Geneva, and so I've selected two topics, 2 or 3 topics on my own that I hope that this finds your interest. But first of all, I was listening to the Lux show earlier, and I had a big laugh because Lux was ranting against the Patek Philippe World Timer 5330 that just has been introduced, and he said the aesthetics he doesn't like. He doesn't like the aesthetics. Well, that comes from a guy who wears those kind of polo shirts. So you draw your own conclusions how valid that opinion may be. Okay, so but let's get serious for the moment. Jamie, did you order your dinner?
Not yet, not yet. We're in the process.
Are you together with the Dodgers?
So we're in Marbella. We're in the old town.
Yep.
We're in the old town. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Hey,
Say hi to Mr.
Mrs. and
Higgins.
Mr.
Hello,
Dodger.
Germany. Germany calling.
Cheers. Enjoy the
Guten,
beautiful
guten,
evening.
guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
It's
Guten Abend. Guten Abend.
We've got a lovely bottle of wine. We're at a steak restaurant and we're in the
yeah.
south of Spain, living La Vida Loca.
It is so amazing that you guys can sit outside because we are freezing our asses off here in the evening. So I envy you a little bit.
And what's the topic of the show?
Topic of the show will be Chopard, finishing, and a watch that I really liked. Then I teasered this show with Vacheron, and it turned out to be a big disappointment.
Left them in the flat. See, gracias.
And then I'm gonna cover the brick again, or the anchor. I'm gonna mute Jamie. 1 second.
No, don't do that.
If you're talking to other people,
Mate,
I can't focus.
Without me, you're nothing.
Yeah, I know, big boss. Okay, so I'm trying to start this show while Jamie is smoking like a chimney.
Enjoy the ambience of Marbella.
Oh, it's beautiful.
This is life, man. This is life. Just let's crack on. Let's go.
Let's go where?
Start the show with whatever you've got planned.
Well, you're doing your best to keep me away from it. So okay. So earlier on, Rolex, I think on Monday, Rolex presented the Deep Sea, now in gold, and
You
a
sound
little
like
bit.
you got COVID, mate.
Yeah. Okay. Not sure
You sound
about
like
that.
you're under the weather.
No. I'm all good. Is the microphone maybe overdone? Let me try to get the microphone a little bit back. Is it better now?
Just come back, restart and come back. I'll handle things.
I don't trust you. No, Is it really that terrible? You're just joking. Okay, so let's move on with the deep sea.
No, you sound great. You sound great. It's just your voice is a little bit under the weather.
Okay, didn't notice that. Okay, so deep sea, not sea dweller anymore. Now the deep sea is called the deep sea, and there is no sea dweller logo on it. It's still rated 12,800 feet, 3,900 meters. Interesting facts here on the Hodinkee article. So apparently the watch has 320 grams of gold. So I guess that somebody from Rolex told them, because I'm pretty sure
Seriously,
they
Higgins,
could.
have you got a cold?
No,
He's
not
either
at
got
all.
a cold or he's got a chewing gum in his mouth.
No,
Are you eating a chewing gum?
no, nothing. It's my natural voice.
Just carry on.
Okay. So 320 grams of gold, and some
I don't want to
more.
disrupt you, but you sound like you got a cold.
I'm gonna kick you off if you you continue talking mentioning
You
this.
muted yourself.
I'm muting you.
Higgins, we can't hear you. Muted.
Yeah, no, I'm not muted, but I can't mute. Now he's muted. Okay. Focus, Higgins. So I said it the day earlier, that ring lock system that you see here is now made out of ceramic. Previously it was made out of steel. And also the case back is still in titanium, which you can see here. But it is not a screw down case back. Actually, there is a screw down ring in gold around that. The reason is making threads in titanium is difficult, and they are always rough. So I was cycling when I was young, Higgy, and you never
You're
use
doing what's
titanium
called.
bolts.
He's
Miss
doing
Doctor
watch
is really
talk.
riveted. Okay, so it's titanium threads don't work because they're too rough, and you get a kind of micro welding because it heatens up, and then those titanium threads have a tendency to weld on. So titanium case back with the screw-on thing, and then we also have a helium escape valve that has been criticized. It's not here anymore. Which has been criticized, but the titanium case back and the helium escape valve are technical parts, integral parts of the deep sea, and they have to be in titanium or in those fancy materials. You can't do that in gold. So on the other day,
Higgins,
yes.
have you got a lozenge in your throat?
Oh, come on, Jamie.
No,
Stop.
seriously, you sound like you got a cold.
No. You're
I'm just
repeating
saying.
yourself on and on and on. So, okay. And a little update. Yesterday, I've been asked about the JLC Duometre, which
Now,
has
this
the
was a
move.
phenomenal release. Yeah, see, no pasa nada. The Duometre with the salmon dials, this was phenomenal. The only sad thing
Yeah,
about this was the price tag, but this was
yeah,
a phenomenal release. I'm a huge fan of the Duometre. I think it's an incredible watch. You can get it for like around 30,000 euros on the
yeah.
grey market with the open. Oh, it's such a special watch. So special. This watch is, man, so beautiful.
It's a beautifully decorated movement, no doubt, and the construction is very interesting. I was touching it yesterday, but I wanted to give additional information. I said yesterday this consists of two movements, basically, which is a little bit wrong. So let's back the truck up. So we are talking here about a chronograph. With a traditional chronograph, you have the problem when you engage the chronograph, the entire movement loses power because there's a power drain to the chronograph. And JLC
Yeah.
solves this problem by
But
creating.
if you get the opportunity, you should see the watch in person, because right in the center of the dial at the south, you'll see the split second, and my God, I think it's six. Is it 6 seconds? 6 seconds, something like that. It just goes so crazy, spinning,
Yeah,
and
it
it's
is a
such an
foot.
incredible thing to watch.
Yes, so the little second hand here at 6 is running like crazy. In French,
Yeah,
they're calling it a foudroyante, and it goes really quick. I think it goes around in 6 seconds.
yeah,
That
six
is,
or eight.
yeah, no, I would guess it's 6 because it says 6 here at the sub
Ah, there
dial.
you go. There you, I would love to. I would love to see your face watching it. I would love to see that moment, because it's. I saw it at the London Watch Show a few years ago, and it was so special. Really incredible to watch.
So I wanted to add some information about the duometre, which means two, and yes. So I said you have a power drain when you engage a chronograph, particularly with a foudroyant, because that needs a lot of energy. So what JLC did is they had two mainsprings and a gear train, and those are totally independent. So one gear train is serving the normal movement, and one gear train with a mainspring, with a separate mainspring, is giving energy to the chronograph. That is why you have two power reserves here. The left one with the gold hand is the power reserve for the normal time. The power reserve with the blue hand is serving the chronograph function. So that is the background a little bit why they call it duometre, and what is so special about this particular watch. As far as I know, nobody else does it. Like Jamie said, those tank on the secondary market, and you can get them cheap. The problem with those is the size, in my opinion. We are talking here 42.5 millimeters, so it's not a super small watch and a little bit big. However, it's an amazing concept, and JLC shows what they're capable to do. Jamie, do you agree on that?
Higgy, full
Yes.
screen.
Full screen. 1 second, 1 second.
I got the T-bone. I got the
Oh,
T-bone.
you got it
I
alone?
didn't go for the. I didn't go for the French fries. I went for verduras, vegetables.
Mhm. Okay.
And I got the Mont Blanc bag that you sent me.
Very good. Yes. Another gift from the Higgins company here to keep
Yeah,
you
with
happy.
the peppercorn sauce.
Mhm.
Mrs. Dodger went for the Caesar salad, and Dodger's gone for the T-bone.
Another
T-bone with
T-bone.
fries,
Yeah.
T-bone with vegetables. There you go. Adam boy.
Mrs. Dodger, are you only eating that Caesar salad, or are you having more?
No, the Caesar salad is for Mrs. Dodger.
Yeah, but is that her main dish, or will she get more, or is she stealing your T-bone?
You want a bit of Salt Bay? Bit of Salt Bay? Adam boy.
Okay, whole milk is correcting me. It's 1/6 of a second because it's 3 hertz. So apparently this goes even faster. So is it possible that it goes around once every second, Jamie?
That's a chilly outfit.
Jamie doesn't listen. Okay, I
Broccoli.
mute him. Enjoy your dinner and talk to you later. Yeah. So Holmec is saying it goes around every second. Yes. So apparently that is what happens. So it goes around one circulation every second, and it's divided into 12. 1 second. Is it 12? So the step between is because he says 3 hertz. So, but those are then double banks. So yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so let's go further to another watch that surprised me a little bit when we were discussing it, and I would like to bring that up. 1 second. Let's do the Vacheron at first. So I teased this show with Vacheron, and I said, finally, I can't believe that I'm having a Vacheron in the title, because I was excited, but I was too quickly excited. So Vacheron made an update with their patrimony line. I think that two-hander is absolutely beautiful. This is 39 millimeters, and I like the two-tone touch, which gives it a little bit extra spice and that vintage look. But it's not really boring or cheap vintage look. It's really nice. In particular, I like the one with the rose gold dial, mainly for the beautiful blue strap. I really like that. Then another watch caught my attention in that article, and that is that one here, retrograde with the moon phase. Previously, they had a scale here at 6 o'clock instead of the moon phase that showed the day of the week. I know that this is a watch that Archie is very interested in. I lost track if he really bought it or if he's on the way of buying it. I think from that picture, the watch looks absolutely fantastic. Also Archie's watch. Now comes the big problem. This watch is 42.5 millimeters, and it's simply 2.5 millimeters at least too thick. Apparently, Vacheron can't make that smaller because apparently, or yeah, obviously, they have this module that doesn't go that way. However, I think I've seen the retrograde in an old watch in a smaller size. Now, like I say, from the pictures, this looks absolutely beautiful, and I was mistaken because I thought that this would be 39 millimeters. Imagine this would be 39 millimeters. In my opinion, would be a smash hit, would be an absolutely gorgeous watch, and that is why I triggered and why I teasered this particular show with this watch. And then I had to learn it's 42.5 millimeters, and guys, that is simply too small. Too big, or the wrist too small. Have a look at the movement here. That is Vacheron's own movement. How small it is in that case. How much space they have to fill with the remaining part of the case back. That's absolutely hilarious and shouldn't happen today. So either you use a bigger movement that Vacheron doesn't have, or you slim down the case. But this, in my opinion, is a pathetic look, unfortunately. Other than that, I really like the line. I'm a big fan of the rose gold. But yeah, Vacheron disappointed me again. Sorry, guys. Good, so we have now Vacheron covered. What else do we have? Let's have a look at the chat. So Patek Chris is here. Gonza Jamie said hello. We have J. Gray Sweater, known as Laura Connor. Hello, good evening. Whole Milk is here. Jamie's Spanish leaves a lot to be desired. Not only his Spanish, his German is also awful. So Dodgy Basil, what is that? Who is that? Dodgy Basil. Jamie likes Bangkok. I'm not sure who is Dodgy Basil. Seeing you here. Welcome to the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. So Whole Milk says Duometre is great, but too big. Now the Duometre is 42.5. That Vacheron is 42. So yeah, it's hard. It's tough. It's just no. The Vacheron is also 42.5 millimeters, and it doesn't have all the functions. So a lot of real estate still open. So who else do we have? We have Billie Jeans here. Oops, Jamie, we lost Jamie. No, he's back. Billie Jeans anything
Are you
interesting
talking to me?
No, all good. We lost you for a second. All good.
Are you talking to me?
Keep on munching. Keep on munching.
I'm eating calabasine. What's calabasine in English? Aubergine. Aubergine, calabasine.
So I would like to reply to the question, and I'm muting you. So Billie Jeans is asking anything interesting drop from Zenith IWC. My white whale is the yellow Le Monde or Le Mans. I tend to agree with you. So Zenith made a re-edition or a continuation of the Defy. I find it pretty ugly and pretty pointless. IWC introduced a perpetual calendar which is eternal. So they are naming it Eternal Calendar. I think I've discussed this particular watch 2 days ago. So let me pull that up for you. Of course, I haven't prepared that. They also streamlined the Portuguese line in a new color code. However, I'm very disappointed with the IWC. That Eternal Calendar is nice, indicated at the moment. So I'm pretty sure that it's going to be super expensive, and I'm not sure if that is really the watch that IWC wants to base their business for the next year on. So that is the so-called Eternal Calendar. It is programmed, or it goes without any corrections till 3,999. And they couldn't go further because it hasn't been decided if the year 4000 has a leap year or not. So what happens at the moment is we have a leap year every 4 years, but then that leap year is being left out, as far as I know, every 100 years, but it's still back again every 400 years. We have some perpetual calendars who keep that in mind, that are called secular calendars, and here that eternal calendar goes even further, 3,999. As said, it's not decided yet if the leap year will happen in 4000 or not. Very interesting part here. There is one little gear that makes one revolution every 400 years. So you have to look carefully how that goes. Let's have a look if we can see the movement here. Yes, here we have a movement, and people have been criticizing IWC for that ugly ceramic wheel here, which really sticks out like a sore thumb. Not sure what they were thinking here. Not sure if the materials are really worn out that much, but it's not a beautiful sight in my opinion. So those are the novelties from IWC. I tend to agree with you. The yellow gold Le Mans is smashing it, but I have another favorite, and I'm going to show it to you in a second. Let me just go back to monochrome and have the Patek releases. Believe it or not, I'm not a big Patek fan, but the new 5396 really caught my heart. I'm going to Patek Philippe. Let's go there. Patek Philippe. New models 2024. Reviews, cookies, present. Here we go. Share screen. And we have Patek here. So that is said world timer that Lux Report didn't like. I like it. I know that Tanzil is not a big fan of it. I think it is better than I feared it would be. But we're not talking about the world time today. You've been asking about favorite releases, and here we go. 59 5396G, which means white gold, with the beautiful baguette with a baguette dial. In my opinion, that is a beautiful watch, and watch out, those are not super popular usually, so you can get them secondary market relatively cheap. Did they indicate a price yet for it? Let's have a look. No, there's no price yet. No, wait a second here. Usually it's hidden. Oh, 62,460. I think it's in line with the rose gold. Keep in mind the diamond baguettes are costing extra. What I like about the diamond baguettes, in real life, they're almost invisible. You think those are normal Calatrava batons. Okay, so main topic for today, I titled this show Old Wine in New Bottles, and one release was presented today, and I found that really interesting. It is one of my longtime favorite watches, now in a new combination of case material and dial, and here we have it. That is a Chopard LUC Quattro Spirit 25. So what you see here is a jumping hour watch. The thing at 6 that shows 10 is the hours, and you have a traditional minute hand. So what makes this watch so special? It's special because it has 4 mainspring barrels. So there, Chopard, in many watches, they are stacking 2 mainspring barrels over each other. So twin mainspring barrels are relatively often with Chopard, but here they're making it double. So you have 2 stacked mainspring barrels here, 2 stacked mainspring barrels here. Movement decoration with a Geneva seal, with a swan neck regulator spring, which is beautiful. Keep in mind the bridges are really big because they have to cope with a lot of torque, but the result is an absolutely gorgeous watch. I loved Chopard introduced this particular watch many years ago in yellow gold. Let me try to find that. Of course, I'm not finding it right now. Here we have it. Present and share screen. And here we go. That is the initial watch. I think, what year was that? 2021. That was in rose gold. By the way, it's an enamel Grand Feu dial as well, also the black one. I fell in love with the watch. I've seen it in real life. It's beautiful. So far, I always had other watches that I preferred, but one day I will get that. Here you can see the movement in real life. It is a limited edition of 100 in rose gold, but Chopard still has them, so they're not selling quick. So again, I'm falling in love with an outsider, with a shitter that tanks, but I can't help myself. I really like that watch, and my heart was jumping when I saw this. So again, the Quattro Spirit 25 limited edition, now with a black dial. Let's see the price. I think it's still around 55,000 euros. No, 50,200 American dollars. Here you can see the movement again. That was the teaser of this show. And while we are at it, I would like to come back to the Qualité or Fleurier Quality Chopard. We are sticking with Chopard. 2 days ago, I was presenting that, and I think somebody asked me what I think of it. I think Whole Milk mentioned the beautiful lux here, separate applied lux, not a stamped out case. Lux are similar to what Anderson Genève does, what Benjamin Chi does, what Parmigiani does on the Thunder, and what has been done with the famous Patek World Time 2523. So here you have an extremely subdued steel Chopard watch in 39 millimeters with a movement. And now I have to check the title or the so it's called Qualité Fleurier. So it's quality Fleurier. Apparently there is a separate seal, just like this Geneva seal, and there is a certification process in Fleurier. Now, previously, Chopard, the top of the line LUC, had a Geneva seal. This doesn't have a Geneva seal anymore. And from the first glance, I said the movement finishing is not top notch. Now, I received some comments. What are you talking about? It's Qualité Fleurier, so it's the higher quality from Chopard. I agree with that, but just have a look at the rotor at the moment. It is still 22 carats, but I think the finishing is really primitive, very, very normal. I'm going to show you a true Geneva seal Chopard in a second. Also, have a look at the balance cock. There is no swan neck regulator spring. It is very simple, very normal. I'm not a big fan of this kind of movement finishing. Keep in mind, this is a steel watch, should be a high-end watch. It costs 20,000. In my opinion, should have a Geneva seal, and then we would be happy, or I would be happy. Now, last year, Chopard introduced a beautiful watch. One second. I have difficulties talking and showing you the watches, which is absolutely pathetic, I know. Where's the watch? Where's the watch? What do I do? What do I do? Quantité Fleurier video. Here we go. So last year, Chopard presented, in my opinion, a smashing gorgeous watch with only one little flaw. Here we go. That was the LUC 1860 Salmon dial. That was a re-edition of the first LUC watch that Chopard made. Unfortunately, 36 millimeters, so it's a relatively small watch. White gold salmon dial, but they had they were sticking with the beautiful Geneva seal quality movement finish. And have a look at that, keeping in mind what I just showed you. The beautiful gold rotor with some extra decoration. You can see the swan neck regulator here on the balance cock. In my opinion, that is a total different league, a total different ball game. And I'm a little bit disappointed that Chopard is cornering that Qualité Fleurier for being something super special. In my opinion, the Geneva seal quality is better and nicer to watch. I'm not sure what really happened with this particular watch that they showed at the photo op. But here is the Geneva seal that has been done over the years. That is the higher quality. I'm going to show you again the, in my opinion, inferior quality, which is here. And in my opinion, no comparison. Okay, so what do we have here? What do we have here in the comments? One second, I close that window. So, Lux has a dodgy bezel. Okay, the Zenith Defy Diver must be the ugliest watch released this year. I can't disagree with you here. Patek Chris also agrees with me. The 5396 is beautiful. He also likes the 5980G. I personally like the Aquanaut. I'm not a big fan of the 5980G. So we have the Rancher here. What's up here? I don't have WhatsApp, but anyhow, I posted the link just in case somebody else wants to join me here. Jaeger-LeCoultre by Turbo. I think he's referring to the double stacked mainspring on the Quattro. So rose gold white dial looks a lot better than white gold black dial. Yeah, so he's talking about the Quattro. Difference in opinion. I'm a big fan. You know my Lange was very important to me to be in white gold black dial. I like that combination. You like the other one round? The watches are still available, all good. You get one in rose gold, I get the one in white gold. No problem for me. And we always all remain friends. Now let's have a look at the Patek main page, just because.
Higgy,
Yes,
Higgy.
yes,
Are you
yes, yes,
talking to
yes,
me?
yes. Yeah, I can hear you.
Are you talking to me?
No,
You don't even want to talk to me. I'm just
of
filler.
course. Of course, yeah, you're the filler. You're the fluffer. You're the fluffer. So no, Jamie, I don't want to disturb your good time with the daughters. If you want to talk to me, welcome. So, do you have any
I,
questions, Jamie?
I don't have anything to say. I just want to say hi. That's all. Nothing much.
Okay.
Just
Can I
just
go on
carry
with the
on, mate.
program?
You're doing a great show. Your voice has improved, and you're sounding amazing. And it's like a public service that you're doing. You're doing a great job.
What,
But you're
uh,
whizzing through these
oh,
anti-climax releases from these terrible watch brands.
yep, yeah. I'm trying my best. I mean, everything else was covered, and everybody's getting tired from it. So Muhammad Ali is in the chat. Jamie and Higgins, what a combination! Yes, who would have thought that Jamie and I would have a watch show together?
Mohammed has bad taste. He's referring to me. You're the you're the sidekick.
I'm the sidekick now, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so I must change that now. Now you're the sidekick. Have a look at that. Okay, so let's go to the 5980. Who was it? Was it Patek Chris or second? Let me share the screen. So somebody said, yeah, Patek Chris said 5980 is his favorite. I disagree a little bit. I was talking to Russ, who is a big Patek fanboy, and he's a little bit disappointed that you can't put a metal strap on it, and apparently it doesn't have the quick release. I don't know if that's true, but apparently it is, because it has the screw here, so it's not easy to change the strap here. Have a look at that here. So it seems that those are fixed. Not sure if they can be
Higgins.
retrofitted. Yes, 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 yes.
Just forget the script. So from this release, for me, there's been 3 watches. The Sea Dweller in solid gold. That was pretty good.
We had
The
that
World
already, yeah.
Time. The World Time was kind of really amazing. They
The
really
Patek.
smashed that one. And then also Tag Heuer with the Skipper in solid gold. I thought that was also amazing. But other than that, I think it's not been that great. Last year we had the puzzle. We had some really interesting things happen. But this year it's been kind of not very good.
I kind of agree with you, because last year Rolex was really on fire with the celebration dial, with the Patek, with the puzzle dial, with all the new releases. Not talking about the Le Mans.
Le
I
Mans, yeah.
agree, I agree with the previous comment. If the yellow gold Le Mans is real, and if they really release it, it will be a smashing thing. But then it is 101 years Le Mans. Why is it still red with 100? What's the
Very
point
true.
of the yellow gold?
Yeah, very true. Other than that, did you see anything from any of the other brands like Chopard, IWC? Has there been any highlights?
For me, not really.
I think Tudor released something quite nice.
What is that?
Was it the Coke or the Pepsi?
Yeah, they released a GMT in Coke. I can
Yeah,
show you
that was
that.
quite good.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, I think that was quite good.
So I was on the record, and I said that it will be a revolution in front of Rolex's headquarter if Tudor releases the Coke and not Rolex. But apparently, like always, I've been wrong. So
And
let me.
the other one was the Duometre from JLC. I think they really smashed it with that. The Duometre in the salmon. I think that was so good. Well done to JLC.
Okay. Yeah. The Duometre is nice, so let me check. Of course, we don't have the Skipper here at monochrome at our friends, so let me try to find it. I think the Hodinky covered it.
Sally, congrats on 13 watches.
Are you still interested in the Skipper in steel, Jamie?
So what's the question?
Are you still interested in the Skipper in stainless
Yeah,
steel?
I'd love to get it. If I pass my sailing, I'd love to buy it. Yes.
Did you try it on already?
Yeah, I tried it in Vegas.
Okay. So here we have the Skipper. Do you have an idea why the subdial here is separated in 3 different pieces?
It's to do with sailing.
Yes, and
You
in
got
how so? Yeah.
aft, and you got the. So when you do sailing, right? You have a sailing boat. You have you got the right side, which is I forgot.
Wrong.
Aft, and what's the other side?
Lee. Isn't it Lee?
Lee,
Yeah.
lee to the wind.
No,
Lee
it
to the
has nothing to
wind.
do with it. So
Okay,
if
it's a
you're
15-minute. It's a 15
yes,
minute.
so if you're having a sailing race or a regatta, you have a start line that no sailboat is allowed to cross. The problem,
Starboard,
yeah,
starboard.
yeah, but I'm not talking about starboard. Now listen. So if you have a race with sailboats, you have a starting line, and the sailboats are not allowed to cross that starting line until the signal comes. So to make it easier for the sailors, they shoot a signal in the air with a signal pistol, and then you have 5 minutes until the next signal comes up. So that first signal says 10 minutes until the race starts. The second signal says 5 minutes to start, and then the last one is start. So to enable the sailors to move their sailboats close to the starting line but not over, they have that 10-minute interval that is divided then in 5 minutes and 5 minutes, and that is exactly what that shows. So you hit the start button at the first signal, then you see when the first segment is up, you see now comes the second signal, and then another 5 minutes go, and then you can go. So that is the function for this watch. Was that
Yeah,
understandable, Jamie?
but I think it's only necessary in stainless steel. It doesn't need to be in rose gold.
I think rose gold is really too opulent to
Yeah,
stick
but
with the program.
not in a marine environment. It's not
Yeah,
necessary.
I agree. I agree with you, but it's a beautiful watch. They call it glass box because they have that domed crystal that looks a little bit like the old plexi crystals. So well done, Tag Heuer. That is a really beautiful watch, and I'm a big fan of it. The only flaw, and now we're coming to flaws, is I would have loved if they would have limited themselves to 2 sectors and not 3. I think that sector here, that subdial at 6, is a little bit unnecessary. Imagine how beautiful that would be without that additional hand here.
Yeah,
Can you agree with
yeah,
that?
good point.
Well, I must play OC's part here. Okay, so Whole Milk is the Patek World Time may have the title for the most expensive stamp dial. I'm not sure. I think they made the chronograph World Timer in gold or even in platinum with a stamp dial. So I think you're
Yeah,
wrong here.
the prices this year are really across the board. They're all really getting out of control.
Total insanity, yes. De Bethune is probably the Aiguille d'Or favorite at this point. So De Bethune made a super complicated watch that I don't understand. I didn't bother to understand, but I can show it to you.
Oh, the
due
police.
to. One second.
Police. The police. The police. The police. Police here.
So it's that one here. It is a kind of grande complication with a moon phase. It can be worn in two modes. So you have a frontal. You can wear it with that dial, or you flip it over and wear it with that dial. The case construction is quite ingenious, and here you go. So it's basically a reverso, but the reverso function is on the lux and not on the case.
Oh,
So
that's very interesting.
yeah, to be honest, I don't see the point
Yeah.
because I think you could flip it over. You don't need to turn the watch. Have a look here. The crown is now at 12. Now you flip it over and the crown is at 6. Can you see that?
Yeah, yeah.
So the problem is you have to flip it over that way instead of just turning it around and wear it with the case back on top. So I think it doesn't really make sense. It is over the top, and I don't like the fact that the crown changes from 12 to 6
And
and back.
what's going on with the dial? Is that gold on the dial?
I can't tell you. I didn't research it that deep. I'm not a big fan of the Bethune. I like the two approaches because that is the spirit of the DB28, which I really like, and the other one is that Star Trek theme that they have. So you have two very different faces on this particular watch.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's 400,000. So I'm not sure.
And one of the other major, just for sheer genius, is the Vacheron pocket watch. You know what they've done with the Chinese one. You know, that's quite significant.
That's absolutely insane what they did. But it's also a very chunky watch.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
We were joking about
but
that.
the rare handcrafts that we covered the other day, those were spectacular.
Oh yeah, I agree. 1 second, I'm showing the Vacheron again. So it is said to be the most complicated pocket watch at the moment. When I saw the first picture, I was thinking that the watch was resting on a kind of stand, but unfortunately it's not. Let's see, where's the picture? Here's the picture. That is the first picture that I saw, and I think they have put it on a separate stand. Unfortunately, that's the case of the pocket watch. So you have to have deep pockets to use that really as a pocket watch. Other than that, there's a gyro tourbillon, Chinese calendar, all kind of stuff, minute repeater, sonnerie, everything that you wish. But have a look here at the case. I mean, that's outrageous.
That's the sort of thing Jay Gray's sweater would buy.
Yeah? Is he that rich?
Yeah, that's his market.
Okay. Well, yeah, not everybody can be a deca millionaire. So yep, but it's interesting. What I'm really missing, and it pisses me a little bit off, there is also an event which is called Master of Horology, which is organized by the AHCI, the Organization of the Independent Watchmakers. What are you laughing?
What on earth are you going on about?
So those are the independent watchmakers, and there is zero coverage so far about those.
That sounds like a Benjamin Chi acronym.
Well, no, AHCI is the Association of Independent Watchmakers in Switzerland.
I see.
So it has nothing to do with Benjamin Chi.
Sounds like a BCHH.
No, yeah. I get your idea. No, but the independent watch and clockmakers, that organization is now 40 years old, and in my opinion, they are bringing the highlights always. And so, for example, Constantin Chaikin is there, Philippe Dufour is there, of course, our good friend Sven Andersen is there. We have Kudoki there. I think Bernhard Lederer is there. So there are a lot of independents who show their novelties.
Did you cover anything from Bremont?
No. Do you want me to
Yeah.
to pull up the new Bremont?
Bremont were at Watches and Wonders, so they had a few releases.
Yes. You forced me to cover that.
Let's
So,
have a little whiz through them.
Yeah. They introduced one second. Bremont. I'm trying to pull that up. So Bremont is now under new management. They basically admitted that they've been overpriced in the last couple of years, and now they have produced a new watch line and an updated pricing. One second, Bremont. Hodinkee didn't cover them. Yeah, monochrome. So what Bremont were doing here?
No. Postres.
Muting Jamie. 1 second. So here we have an updated line with new pricing, keeping in mind Bremont was really high. Those watches have come down on
We'll
now
have
in
a
price.
dessert.
Okay, show us the dessert. Full screen on Jamie.
We're ordering a dessert menu.
Ah, okay, so you haven't gotten the desserts yet.
Would you like ice cream?
Okay, I'm muting Jamie. So the only new thing that we've seen from Bremont so far is here the Terra Nova, a polarizing design. I would say, in my opinion, doesn't look really bad, but it's a little bit edgy and very special. I'm not sure if you must be a Brit to love that, but I would like to see it in real life. What I really like is that three-dimensional lume, just like on some of the Dirty Dozen watches, that gives it a nice touch, and it's refreshing that Bremont is thinking a little bit out of the box. I think that watch is 4,000, around 4,000. Let me check. Not sure if it's gonna be a big hit. Because it's a rather polarizing 3,300 on steel bracelet, 3,000 on leather. I think that is the price where Bremont should be, and yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about the new Bremont. Jamie, what do you think?
Pass.
Pass?
I prefer the Supernova.
Supernova?
Yeah, from a few years ago.
Okay, 1 second. Let me try.
Yeah, this isn't that great.
Supernova. But a couple of years ago, they were insanely priced. No, there is no Bremont Supernova. I'm going to search it for you. 1 second.
Pull it up.
Yeah.
Higgins.
I'm here by myself. You're not a big help.
Mate, you are flying. You're doing tremendously well.
If you say so. Okay.
Without me, you'd be finished.
Absolutely, yes.
Cheers to Dre Grey sweater.
How many cigars did you have?
I had one cigar. This one. Mate, this is actually
This
a really
one?
nice watch.
Are you fucking serious? I mean, that is ugly as hell.
No. Come on.
Come on, Jamie.
This is actually a really nice watch.
Oh, that looks like one of those Tudor abominations that they made, North Pole or North Flag, or what was it called?
Is it titanium?
Doesn't matter. It's 10,000 euros.
Yeah, but what's the metal? Is it titanium?
One second. Let me try.
Specs.
No, stainless steel. Stainless steel.
Oh yeah.
Stainless steel. 10,000.
What's
Come
the
on.
movement? Is it a Solita?
Probably yes. Bremont manufactured movement. Here.
Unashamedly
No. It is
over-engineered.
La Joux Perret. Looks
Is
like
that a
La
good
Joux
one?
Perret. However,
I like the Power Reserve.
oh, we have here the original OC checking in with elite horologists on my way to Geneva with
Hello, OC.
10 of the coolest guys in the watch community. Long days of live streaming ahead. See you on the live shows. I'm not sure which 10 guys could be with him, because the 10 coolest guys, some of them are still here. So not sure what.
He's
what
always a simper. He's always been simping since day one.
Yeah, awful.
Dodger wants to say hi.
Hey, hi, OC.
Hi, OC. We all say hi, OC. And
Dodger wants to say hi.
Oh,
I hope that-
hello from sunny, what's that sunny Marbella?
I hope that
Mrs.
the OC
Dodger.
is having great fun with the team of 10. I'm
We're
wondering
having
if
fun.
do you think they chartered a private jet?
I love the strap line. Unashamedly over-engineered.
Yeah, it's
What a line.
unashamedly ugly. That is what it is.
Sí, es para los dos.
Okay. I'm
Slava Ukraine.
removing that revolting thing because it's not good. It's not good for the audience. Okay, so I'm done with my presentation for tonight.
You are so trigger happy with the mute button.
Well, when you're talking to the
Out of
waitress,
control.
when you're flirting with the waitress, I have no other choice than
She's
than
from
mute
Ukraine.
you. Oh, okay. That changes a lot, you mean? So when is the dessert?
It's coming.
It's coming?
Dodger's got ice cream.
Okay.
I've gone for a carrot cake,
Oh,
and
okay.
Mrs. Dodger has gone for a chocolate cake.
Oh, I would like to see the chocolate cake. Has Dodger already finished the ice cream?
No,
Chocolate cake?
sí, es para mí. Gracias.
Chocolate cake?
There's a carrot cake
Yeah, carrot cake is for pussies.
and a
Come on.
chocolate cake.
Here, there we go. That is a good thing. That I would take, Jamie.
We like our chocolate cake, don't we, Jonathan?
Yeah, I hope,
Chocolate shop we have cake.
Mrs. Dodger, we will have Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte very soon when we meet in Berlin to pick up Dodger's watch. Are you coming to Berlin to celebrate the new watch, Jamie?
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe, baby? Okay. Let's see.
It depends.
Depends on what.
What else is on offer?
Sooner rather than later.
Should I bring OC with me?
Who?
OC.
No, definitely not.
You have a problem with OC? Come on.
I'm actually on good terms with OC.
Yeah, you're here with on the channel that is partly owned and founded by OC.
I shared a taxi with OC
Oh,
from
okay.
the what was the hotel we stayed in? Caesars. I shared a taxi with OC from Caesars Palace to the Wynn. I'll
Oh,
never
great.
forget that intimate moment.
Did you guys kiss?
Mookie, clip it. I shared a taxi with OC, and I'll never forget that intimate moment.
How did that continue then? That taxi sharing.
We love our OC. OC.
What else did you
OC,
share?
OC.
Jamie, what else did you
we
share?
was both on the back seat.
Okay, now this is riveting content, I must say. No, in all seriousness, we are here on a channel that has been founded by OC and me, and my goal was always to reach out to both sides of the aisle, and I never had a problem with OC. He was always honest and fair, and always very helpful and cordial. And that is how it is. And Jamie, you don't say anything
These are proper
else.
sim. These are proper sim.
Okay. enough of simping. We passed the 1 hour mark. By the way, I already blew my 20 hours of free StreamYard. So I got a reminder that I have to pay for this month, which I happily did. So I'm out of pocket right now. Send money now. No, this channel stays for free. Bear Clooney says, Higgy, stop lying. Actually, I have nothing bad to say about OC. I really like him, and I'm having a lot of fun doing that. Yeah, I know that the OC is a controversial figure, and I think that you had a fight or two with him. However, I know that you're, how should I say? I know your main reason why you don't like OC is because you're fighting that war with Tim Wright. I think that sums it up. Nice to see Jamie and Higgy live. Nice to see you in the comments. The 1 hour is past.
Bear, I'm with Dodger and Mrs. Dodger.
It's Bear there.
Yep.
Bear, I just want you to know that I was not involved in any way or part of being on a Marcelo show. I do not have keys. I have no affiliation with the Marcelo show. I am Archieverse, 100%. No problem.
However, most importantly, we are in Marbella, which is the home of Novak Djokovic. Novak Djokovic, the best tennis player in the world right now, has chosen Marbella as his home. You know Novak Djokovic, the tennis? He chose Marbella.
Yeah.
He chose Marbella. This is his home.
Which watch company is he sponsored? He used to be sponsored by Grand Seiko.
He's here. You go to Puente Romano, the tennis club down the hill. You see him playing tennis constantly.
Okay.
You can go and see him anytime.
I would like to echo what Dodger said. We don't even know who Marcelo is and what that Marcelo guy is all about. So we have nothing to do with him. And yeah. Oh, yeah. Bear says, unfortunately, he's sponsored by Hublot.
Oh.
Ooh, that hurts. Okay, with that, we're closing the show. Thank you very much for being in the comments. If you haven't, please subscribe. It helps us with the algorithm. I hope that on the next show I'm gonna have premium.
Turn your camera on and beg them.
Nice try. So I hope next time I'm gonna have A-grade panel guests and not the C-grade, just like Jamie Opulence. So we are.
No, Knox said earlier I'm A-grade, so
he said that.
You know, just remember that.
Narc is such a liar.
Salute, Nastrovia.
Yes, so Nastrovia, salute to Spain. You have a beautiful evening. I wish I would be with you. I'm thinking of you, and I wish you a lot of fun. Talk to you tomorrow, all. And I'm closing the stream. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being in the comments. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.